Hello, everybody. I want to remind everyone today that maturity is a choice, right? Once we get to adulthood, we obviously go through experiences and we have the opportunity through all those experiences to grow and evolve and mature out of them. A lot of the time people choose not to, they're just like, I will repeat the same cycles over and over and over again. I will be a fuckboy for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like, people choose to take their experiences and their lessons and mature out of them. And that's also part of like the healing evolution process in general. But I think it's always interesting when people are like, oh, well, of course he's immature. He's a dude at this age. Or of course they're this. I know plenty of dudes in their 20s that are mature. I know plenty of dudes in their 20s that are immature. I know plenty of women that are my age, that are in their 40s, that are immature, and I'm not saying like immature in their thought processes, right? And then their immaturity bleeds into their behaviors in life. And here's the thing, when you go out into the dating world and you are choosing people, why it's important to choose people that are on the same, or at least working towards being on the same emotional intelligence as you and with that maturity level as you, is because it makes a grand difference, right? When you date somebody that is less mature than you, that causes a lot of problems because your thought process and how you choose to behave in the world, because maturity is a choice, how you choose to behave in the world when you have done all the work, whatever, if it's at a level 10, let's say, and you're dating somebody whose maturity level and experiences and their growth is at a level 5, there's a big discrepancy. And that will always cause issues, always. It's why, like, when you see people that are in a relationship and then so they break up and then the person immediately gets into another relationship like a minute later, it's because that's easier for them. It is easy for them to pick somebody that is on their level than to try to strive to meet you where you are, right? I've talked about this before. People can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves. So if you are at a 10 maturity level and someone's at a 5, and you guys obviously have your issues because those don't correspond, end of the day, when you break up, they're going back to a 5. If they're not trying to grow, they're going to pick the easier path. And the easier path is the one of least resistance. And least resistance is if their maturity levels and their emotional intelligence levels match. So they will not date somebody at a 10. They will learn that like the easy road is a 5. The tough road is a 10 because I have to work to try to get there. So at the end of the day, maturity is a choice. All day we have the choice to take an experience and to be like, wow, that happened. I could either react, get triggered, do all this stuff, or I could try to take the mature route and be like, this is impermanent, this will change, and all I have to do is process and go through it and move on to the next thing, right? Rather than let it dwell. So if you are either dating, dealing, whatever, with somebody who's immature, it's their choice. You cannot change them. They have to want to change for themselves. Do not try to change people unless they are willing to work on themselves. Like, you can't, right? Everybody has to make the choice for themselves. So, reminder today, maturity is a choice. If you're dealing with somebody who's less mature than you, that's what you're going to deal with. There's no changing that, okay? Until they want to. Hope you guys have a great day.